to another video and another top 5. Today we are sharing with you
our top 5 holiday experiences.
Today's top 5 was an amazing trip down memory lane. We've got a hot drink in our favorite mugs, so let's get into it.
Number 5.
Well, in our opinion, this is one of the best day trips you could take in any country around the world, and especially if you're pressed for time, because you get to experience so much of Japan's culture, of the amazing scenery, and also the really friendly people. And first to point out is that you get to travel on 4 and possibly 5 unique transport modes as you explore the area. There's a railway, a cable car, a ropeway, and even a boat.
The transport options are an experience in themselves. It's what you get to see and do along the way that really makes for a great experience. On the ropeway, there's a couple of stops, and the one that you don't want to miss is Owakudani. It's there that you can explore the volcanic valley and their sulfur springs, as well as try the famous black eggs. Extra tip, don't rush to board the boat, as there's many great areas to explore on foot, including the Hakone Shrine, residential streets, the waterfront and the Hakone checkpoint. One final thing to say is if you visit in winter and it's not closed due to weather, exploring this area and experiencing the various modes of transport when it's covered in snow is magical and extra beautiful.
So the Hakone area in Japan is our number 5. Let's move on.
Number 4.
Our number 4 experience is parasailing in Boracay. The year was 2015 in the Philippines, and we went to the island of Boracay as some R&R, some rest, some beach time after exploring Manila. We stayed in the area near White Beach, and OMG, White Beach is one of the most amazing beaches we have spent any time in. And I know here in Australia where we live, there's some amazing coastline and beaches, but this one would have to be our favorite beach experience of all time. At White Beach, there's lots of water activities you can do, or you can just laze the day away on a deck chair under an umbrella, getting a massage, having a drink. Well, we decided to try out paddleboarding, so we gave that a go, and then we wanted to tick off a bucket list item, so we booked in to go parasailing. Well, 3 of us went parasailing. The other one held the bags, and that was me. So I better get Sandy to tell us a bit more about the parasailing experience.
Why is the sky so noisy? So from up the end of the beach, we caught a speedboat out to the pontoon, which actually had quite a few different water activities happening out there. From there, the 4 of us got on our special boat after being kitted out with our safety gear and all of that kind of stuff. It was the 3 of us all attached together. I think they kind of did a countdown, and then all of a sudden you started to fly up, and it was a bit of a shock the second you first sort of took off. And then we were up so high, you got amazing views. You almost didn't want to come down again. It was so good. And then probably my least favourite bit is that when you come down, you do get a bit dunked in the water. I can't even think how long it went for, but it was a pretty amazing experience, one that we'd definitely choose to do again.
So parasailing in Boracay is our number 4.
Number 3.
Our number 3 holiday experience is opening Hong Kong Disneyland. It was 2011. It was our first family holiday to Hong Kong, and of course it included time at Hong Kong Disneyland. As part of the park opening ceremony, a family is chosen to participate in the ceremony. So how did we get chosen? Well, we have Georgia to thank for that. She was little, she was very cute, and she loved dancing. I think we should actually get Georgia to give her comments, so let's get her in. Do you remember when we got to open Hong Kong Disneyland? And also, how did we get to do that?
I do remember it.
Yep.
I danced, and then they chose me because I was dancing.
So what I want to do is roll the tape and show everyone some footage, including you, of when that happened, and then we're going to get your reaction to it, okay?
Uh-oh.
All right, let's roll the tape. After after seeing that, what's your reaction to seeing yourself so little and knowing that you are responsible for us having the number 3 holiday experience of all time?
I feel cool. I was a tiny human being. Very cute.
Do you want to stay for the rest of the video?
I'm good.
You want to go? Okay, all right, let's go.
Bye-bye.
So for us, this experience was that we entered the park with about a dozen cast members surrounding us. They were telling us how it was all going to happen. Minnie and Mickey actually came out and we got a bit of a private photo shoot with them in front of like all the people waiting and watching, which was pretty cool. I don't think they do that bit these days. But then one of the children was given a giant key and the other one was given a giant lock. And the idea was then we all had to say together, "Welcome to Disneyland. The park is open, 3, 2, 1. As soon as we'd said that, all the gates opened and people started walking in. But we, of course, had already had a photo shoot with Minnie and Mickey and we were ahead of all of the pack. It was a pretty awesome experience, I must say.
So opening Hong Kong Disneyland is our number 3.
Number 2.
Our number 2 holiday experience is staying at a brand new hotel. Our trip to the Philippines was a pretty amazing experience as it includes 2 of our top 5 best holiday experiences. This one takes place in Manila before we went to Boracay for the parasailing. As members of the Accor hotel group, we usually stay in Novotel or Mercure hotels around the world, particularly in Asia. And we were excited about traveling to the Philippines for the very first time. And we saw that a brand new hotel in Manila was opening up and the first dates you could book to stay there was exactly the time when we were going to be there. So we thought, let's book it and experience a brand new hotel. So we did. And to splurge even further, we booked the hotel chauffeur car to get us from the airport to the hotel as well. Fast forward to our arrival. It was late. We were dead tired after a 9-hour flight from Australia. The car ride from the airport to the hotel was long, so we were not in the best spirits. We just wanted to jump in bed and go to sleep. But as soon as we pulled into the hotel entry point, we could just sense that something was different than we've ever experienced before. There waiting for us was the entire executive hotel team, including the general manager himself. And so they greeted us, they welcomed us, and then the GM escorted us up to our room. Here's a little bit of footage of our reaction when we first got into our room. The whole staff were here to welcome us and brought us up to our room, including the general manager.
And we got macarons.
Because it actually officially opens next week, so we're in the pre-opening phase. And they gave the kids a gift. What did you get, Geordie?
A remote control helicopter.
And what did you get, darling?
I got design puppy.
Wow. And they gave us this little food thing with macarons and cookies and chocolate. No one's ever stayed in this room before, so this is pretty special. Look forward to having a good sleep tonight, ready for some awesome time here in Manila. Fast forward to the end of our stay at the hotel. We get a message from one of the servers while we were having our final dinner the night before checking out that the general manager wanted to see us. So we're like, okay. And then, 10 or 15 minutes later, he joined us at our table and gave us some pretty amazing news. After thanking us for staying with them and asking if we'd had a good stay, he then goes on to tell us that we were the very first family to stay in the hotel. And because of that, our entire stay was free of charge. They were covering everything: our accommodation, our meals, our transport to and from the airport, all of it. All the expenses for the 4-day stay were free. Now, we knew things were a bit different, but we didn't know that we were the only family staying in the hotel at that particular time. We didn't see any other guests around, but we just thought we weren't bumping into them. But we were pretty much the only people staying there at that particular time. And we were like the guinea pigs. So all the staff were testing their skills on us and we got the benefit of it. So it was a pretty amazing experience.
So staying at a brand new hotel is our number 2.
Number 1.
So our number 1 holiday experience of all our experience is Having a white Christmas. If anything was at the top of our bucket list, it was to one day have a white Christmas, and that became a reality in 2016. USA was the destination, and after some research, we decided that Salt Lake City in Utah was our best bet to actually get snow on Christmas Day. So we locked in Salt Lake City and built our itinerary around spending time over Christmas there. As part of these 4 days, we visited the local zoo, Hoggle Zoo. We went tubing and ice skating at Park City ski fields. And to top it off, we booked Christmas dinner at the Sleigh Inn, which included a horse-drawn sleigh ride to get from the bottom of the mountain up to the top, where the most amazing, what do you call it? Like a cottage or I don't know, like a wood barn was there, where we enjoyed a really amazing dinner experience.
The most beautiful part, and it was part of our hope and dream for actually being there, was that we would wake up to snow on Christmas Day. And we will never forget waking up early that morning, opening our blind in our hotel room to the sight of snow falling and a winter wonderland outside. The cars were like halfway buried in snow. It was certainly a day to remember. And here's just a little bit of footage from Salt Lake City, which captures just how magical it was.
What do you do on a nice sunny Salt Lake City winter's morning? You go to the zoo, of course. Let's check the map. Oh, what? Lucky we've got this one. You ready? You want me to give you a push? See you later, girls. Bye. Geordie's going. See you, man. Bye. Now we're just waiting for our sleigh up the mountain. Woo! Still snowing. It's been snowing all day. We're here for our special Christmas dinner at the Snowed Inn, drinking some hot cider in your ugly jumper. Geordie's feet are freezing, so he's trying to warm them up in front of the fire.
So there you have it, our top 5 holiday experiences. What are yours? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us for another top 5 video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to our channel. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Our goal is to inspire you to jump on a plane and explore the world one adventure at a time.
Take us out, Georgia. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.